What is up, guys? Welcome into a brand new video. Now today we are going to be discussing the good news that we have finally got about Cricket 24. Now I woke up this morning very excited. I thought, you know what, we are just under a month now until the release date. I thought there's got to be some news. Check Twitter. We'll have a look. Before we do have a look at it though, guys, if you could leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. It does massively help out the channel. Trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we could, it would be absolutely incredible. But if we have a look at this, as we can see, Ross Simons, who is CEO of Big Ant, who make all the cricket games, have announced that for Cricket 24, the date is the date. I will see you online for a game on the 5th of October. So that's it. It's confirmed. We are definitely going to see this game on the 5th of October. There's going to be no delays. We don't have to worry about the Rugby 24 delay that Big Ant had recently announced. Hopefully we get all the features in the game. That would be really nice to see. Now, if we're probably going to get a trailer pretty soon. I'd say maybe in the next week. I'm surprised there hasn't been more marketing around this. There really should have been at this point. I mean, with less than a month until the release, and apart from kind of a tweet that came out, probably 2 months ago now, maybe even 3 months, saying that it'd been delayed until the 5th of October. And then obviously we get the tweet today to say that it is actually going to come out on the 5th of October, because there was a lot of people worried. There was a lot of people worried that it wasn't necessarily going to happen for the 5th of October, just because we hadn't heard anything yet. But we have had confirmation now that we will see the game on the 5th of October. Again, I really hope we get all of the features. I know AFL still don't have Pro Team. I mean, AFL isn't even out on Xbox at the moment. But if we get a career mode, if we get some online stuff, I'd be excited to see it. I just want to get my hands on the game. As I said, hopefully we get a trailer in the next week or so. Maybe even like a little demo, like the nets they had in Cricket 22 would be really interesting to see. The stuff that I would imagine is going to come out is that they're probably going to push the new fielding ideas, or the new fielding mechanics in the game, because I think that's probably what they're going to try and push the most, because that's a lot of people's complaints that they had in Cricket 22, is that the fielding was kind of poor, especially at the start. I mean, it did get a lot better, but there's still a lot of misfields. There's still a lot of kind of stupid catches on the boundary, or the wicketkeeper will take an absolute screamer at like third slip or something like that. So I imagine that's what they're going to push a lot. I'd expect to see a lot about crossplay, although we had crossplay in Cricket 22, it didn't come till late. And obviously there's a lot more people at the start of the game that play it rather than at the end of the game. So a lot of maybe the people that played Cricket 22 at the start and then kind of put it down after they didn't really see much changing, don't actually know that there was crossplay in the game. But I think they're going to push that. Hopefully, I really hope they push Pro Team, and we're going to get Pro Team on release. That's what I'm definitely looking forward to the most. I want to be ripping packs. I want to be starting a series. We've already said that we're going to do Route to Glory, have a team based around Joe Root. That's going to be really exciting. I want to see how they're going to do it, if they're going to do anything seasonal, if they're just going to throw it out there and just have it as it is. I'd imagine we kind of get a glimpse at some of the new cutscenes for career mode. We're probably going to get a glimpse at some of the new shots that can be played, because they always add a few more shots. We'll probably have, I don't know, maybe a reverse ramp, kind of trying to think what else we have. I mean, what new shots has there been recently that haven't been put into this game? Probably like reverse scoops and reverse ramps and things like that. A lot more special shots. Hopefully a few more bowling styles, a few more batting styles, because we were lacking some new sponsorships. Obviously you're going to see the new teams. I think they're really going to push hard on this kind of IPL stuff, which makes sense to me, because India is such a big market that they're going to want to try and push as much as they can and sell as many copies as they can in India. So that's fine. They're probably still going to talk about the Ashes and things like that, because they still have an audience in the UK and Australia. So the Ashes is still going to be a relatively decent talking point around the game. I know it's not the official game of the Ashes. They don't really have that as a slogan, because it obviously didn't come out during the Ashes. But you still have the Ben Stokes and Heather Knight and the Australian cover, and also the Indian cover. It would be nice to see if they could confirm that Indian cover that's come out that kind of looks a little bit like Virat Kohli, but isn't Virat Kohli because of copyright reasons. So that makes me think, is he in the game? Is he not in the game? There is a cover that has come out. I will show it you now. So this is the cover that Amazon India have put this out to say this is what the Indian version of the game is going to look like. Now I know a lot of kind of sellers in India will put something fake out. Whether this is real, whether this is fake, I'm not 100% sure. But it would be nice to confirm and just definitely get a kind of certainty of what teams we're going to see, what game modes we're going to see, what competitions we're going to see, what the graphics looks like. I have seen a screenshot. It does look incredibly similar to Cricket 22, which is fine. I didn't think the graphics were that bad. They're not up to the standard as kind of an NBA 2K or a FIFA or something like that, but you'd never expect to have that with a game with a lot less budget. I mean, I think EA turned over $1 billion last year, and I think Big Ant was 17 million. So they're like 50 times the size, or whatever the right amount, 500 times the size. It's 500. No, it's not. It's 50 times the size as Big Ant is. So that's fine to me. I don't mind the graphics. I think they work well. I think they look relatively good for the budget that they are working with. I'm really excited to see the new physics, and hopefully the fielding's better. Hopefully the batting's better. Hopefully you don't get kind of, you know, when an edge comes out of the middle of the bat and it just doesn't look very realistic. Or some of the fielding doesn't necessarily look realistic. If they get rid of the kind of the short leg kind of stuff that was going on, so you bowl it outside, wide outside leg, it would chip it up and leg slip. I really hope that's gone. I really want to see that gone. I want you to be able to actually kind of work for your wickets, but then again, maybe make pace bowling a little bit easier than it has been. Because just trying to take a wicket, I mean, if you have a fast bowler career, you're probably taking 1 or 2 wickets at a time. Maybe if you're lucky, you might take 3 or 4, but you're never taking as many as a spinner. So these are just kind of little gameplay changes that I'd like to see. If we do get a demo, if we do, hopefully, I mean, surely we're going to see a trailer at some point, even if it's just like a little teaser trailer like we got with Cricket 22 that came out a couple of months before the game. That would be really good. But guys, that is going to be it for the video. I want you to let me know down in the comments. Now we have a definite release date. What are you looking forward to the most on Cricket 24? For me, it's always going to be Pro Team. I've played Ultimate Team since it first came out on FIFA 12 and games like that. I like My Team on NBA 2K. So online games, the competitiveness, the kind of the collecting of different cards and things like that really excite me. But that is what I'm looking forward to the most. But guys, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you keep that bell notification on. Also, if you look down in the description, there will be my Twitter on there. If you go drop us a follow over on Twitter, I will be updating Twitter with any news that I hear, retweeting any stuff that I hear from kind of some of the smaller creators, or some of the kind of the people at Big Ant, or if anything new comes out. If we do see a trailer, you will see a reaction video from myself coming out on YouTube. So again, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that bell notification is on, so you do get notifications every time we upload. Because we do upload daily on this channel, whether it's Cricket 22 content, whether it's Cricket 24 news, or whether it's just kind of cricket stuff in general. But make sure you subscribe for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.